Welcome back. This time we dip our feet in the rears of Galicia and we hide from the rain in a variety of tunnels and discover the glorious beaches of northern Spain before sailing back to Blighty. In our third and final week, we're sweeping clockwise from Porto, around the Spanish coast and mountains as we work our way to Santander. It's a short hop north along quiet motorways up to the expansive Atlantic coast of Spain and its rears. We're heading beyond Vigo and Pontevedra to Sancencio for a few days of relaxing, eating and beach hopping. In less than 2 hours you're crossing the border into Spain as the landscape becomes more hilly. We're soon heading down to one of the many sweeping coves on this headland. It's only the beginning of May, so the beaches are deserted and the water's only for the brave or foolhardy. We've booked 3 nights at the Augusta Eco Wellness Resort, which boasts multiple pools, a sauna, steam and treatment rooms, along with destination charges for a free refuel each night.
Oh, they've got loads. Well, we've got 2. That's okay.
One of the distinctive features of this region are its Oreos. I don't mean the cheap and nasty American biscuits, but the small stone raised grain stores that mark the landscape here. And that's nowhere more so than in Cumbia, which became a favourite place for dinner by the water each night. The weather had been very changeable and we were glad to make use of the indoor spa and pool area before the clouds cleared and we could explore. Scallops are a major produce here and nowhere is this more evident than the shell-covered church Ermida de Toxa. It's a very short jump to Santiago de Compostela, the famous pilgrimage destination for those completing the Camino de Santiago. We took the back roads as the rain clouds began to threaten those determined and hardy walkers. I'm not religious, but there is something really wonderful about seeing the many tired but happy souls arriving in the square at the cathedral for the end of their long, multi-day and sometimes multi-week pilgrimage.
Oh wow, look at this group.
One day was enough in Santiago before we made our way via Lugo to the northern Biscay coastline at Ribadeo. The Romans and the Celts left their marks all across this landscape of Galicia and Asturia, and a favourite of ours is the 3rd century settlement remains at Villadonga, en route to Ribadeo. The site is free to visit, as is the small but excellent visitor centre. Is that a different town on the other side, I guess?
Yeah.
Ribadeo here, and what's that over there?
I don't know.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Cal Rio del Amalo, Rio do Amalo. Then your destination will be on the left.
Accessible parking?
Parking that
Yeah.
way. The Celtic peoples stretch from the north of Britannia down through Wales, Cornwall and Brittany all the way to Galicia. And that also feels true about this coastline, which echoes the dramatic cliffs of Cornwall here at Cathedral Beach and beyond. Time for one last trip to the mountains as we head via Oviedo to the Picos, where we'd spend a few nights at Cangas de Onís, a great base for the northern hiking routes. En route, we stopped for breakfast at the eye-catching fishing village of Cudillero, again a strong reminder of times in Cornwall. Before refueling ourselves and the car in Oviedo, we'd visit some of the oldest complete churches in Spain. The Church of Santa Maria dates back to at least 842. It's a worthwhile short detour before heading to the major shopping and entertainment centre at Parque Principado.
You've looked at it online.
Yeah, I knew they're both sides, so.
It's actually a busy one.
It's very busy.
Yeah. Busier as well.
Oh, this one's packed.
Now take exit 14 on the right.
Fully replenished, we set off for the mountains, snaking our way to Cangas de Onís. Cangas would turn out to be one of our favourite destinations. Not because it's particularly pretty, lovely though it was, but because of an incredible sense of community here. At night, families would be eating out, whilst young kids played in the park, and teenagers rubbed along without angst. Everyone seemingly at ease with their place here.
I have
One turn left onto Avenida Constantino Gonzalez.
Alright, I remember now that it was perfect. I looked at some photos of it.
did a lot of to the left.
I think I remember.
Definitely a walk up.
Yeah, actually, that's good.
The following day we set off for Ruta de Cares, a spectacular and relatively unchallenging hike apart from its overall distance and the sheer drops if you happen to suffer from vertigo. Unfortunately for us it was a rainy day, so we didn't see the best of the views, but we were still spellbound as we hiked 4 hours up and then 4 back to the car before enjoying yet more Asturian cider and the prodigious pouring skills of the bartenders.
In 200 meters.
It's time to leave the mountains and skim along the coastline towards Llanes. But before we did, one quick trip to see the Holy Cave and Basilica at Covadonga. We'd lunch in the still sleepy Riba de Sala before stopping first at Bufones. These are a series of natural blowholes along the cliffs and the best seen near high tide. Next, we'd stop at the idyllic but well-hidden Playa de Galpiuri, a hidden cove that the sea reaches only through a tiny hole in the cliffs. This would be a fantastic place to visit on a hot day ready for a sheltered swim. We decided to tackle a short section of the Camino, catching the train out to Playa de Barra and walking back to Llanes. There are so many gorgeous deserted beaches here. I really wonder why Brits seem to only flock to the Costas. Watney's Red Barrel must be pretty special. It's our final full day and we're treating ourselves to time on yet more of Spain's dramatic beaches as we wend our way to Santander. With our ferry back to England departing at 4 the next day, we had 24 hours to enjoy the historic centre of Santander. It has a great buzz, some lovely restaurants and beaches that are worth your time. One final bonus is the ability to check in at the port, leaving your car lined up as you take the 5-minute stroll back into the centre for lunch ahead of departure. Brittany Ferries Pont-Aven is a fine ferry masquerading as a cruise ship. The time flew, we ate and slept well and awoke not far from Plymouth. We set out to discover northern Spain and Portugal whilst testing how life was like going long distance with an electric car. The places, culture and people were wonderful, and we can't wait to get back. And the fact that I barely thought about charging in the second and third weeks tells you all you need to know. It was seamless, quiet and comfortable long distance travelling, and I'd recommend this itinerary to anyone, whatever their form of transport. If you found these videos either useful or enjoyable, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more. Thank you so much for watching.